Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to Colony Survival. We're heading off to a marsh. We're just passing... well, you know, I wish I could name landmarks in this. I don't seem to be able to do it at the moment, but I wish I could call this Kilimanjaro and everything else. But there we go. They're named in my mind. So this over here, we're calling this the Paps. Okay, that's the landmark I've given those two big hills over there. And if you ever see on a map, Paps, they're talking about boobs. That's what they're referring to. That's what Paps means on a map. So why they use that, I don't know. Apart from the two big green rounded things. I guess cartographers can never not be horny. But there you go. So if you see that, that's what they mean. But we're heading off over here to you may be asking, why are we going to a marsh? Why are we passing? Why are we going to a disgusting, stinky marsh and talking about giant green geographical bangers? Well, we need to have hemp, is what we need. We need. Oh, I can't even look at it because I'm out of range of the city. But never mind. We'll have a look in a minute. You have to take my word for it. We need rope, and rope is made from hemp, that wonderful plant that is useful for so many things. And apparently hemp do be growing only in marshes. So we're heading to a marsh. That's where we're going, and yeah, this is about the closest one. It's only about 1 kilometre away from the city. Well, unfortunately, it's quite wet. It's quite wet on the way there. It is what it is. But I think it's a good location for what we're going to be doing. And here we are, the edge of the marsh. I mean, obviously we're going to head towards the middle of the marsh if we can. We want to expand out as evenly as possible. And I don't actually know how hemp is supposed to grow. Hemp does not grow in water. Yeah, it's not like rice. It grows in wetlands, I guess, nearer marshes. I don't actually know that. I'm not sure. Flax grows in wetlands, wetland type areas. But I guess hemp probably does as well. But we're going to put it on the ground, and we're going to put our building in the water. Because, if you're going to go and live in a swamp, then what self-respecting person doesn't put their building on stilts? I mean, you've got to, haven't you, really? It's just what you've got to do. So what we could do is... we can mess around as much as we like. We can make this pool bigger and deeper or wider or narrower as we want to. But let's work with mostly what we've got. If this is a field here, yeah... we could put something over here, and just to start off for now. Yeah, because what I'm also thinking of is that we can use the water defensively as well. Yeah, we can make this a bit deeper, and the zombies can't get to us because partly we're out of the water, we're raised up, but also because the water's deeper. Yeah, if we put this down here, as we know, we'll be safe for threats for a while. Yeah, we connect to that. We get to name it. We do get to name it. That's the colony name rather than the outpost name. So bear with me for a moment. Why the heck I'm doing this? Hold on a second. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. Marsh gibbon. Why? While I lay out the property, why the heck Marsh gibbon? It's a bit of a weird choice, isn't it? Really, and that's fair enough. See, I haven't played for a while, so I know. Sorry, the videos aren't coming out as often as I would like them to be. Just busy with work stuff. I'm afraid I can't do anything about that. And the videos do take me a while when I'm doing constructive stuff like this. I was in Oxfordshire recently in the UK, and I was doing business stuff over there. And while getting there, I had to take some side roads because the roads in Oxford are pretty bad. It's one of these places where just the traffic just seems to be garbage. And I don't actually need to do this, but I feel bad if it's floating too much. There we go. So I took some back roads to get there, and some of the local village names I'm sure they're similar in other places, but certainly in the UK, local village names, they're wonderful. They're so wacky and weird and everything else. And I found a place called Marsh Gibbon. And it's in Oxfordshire rather than it's near Oxford. Or it might be Buckinghamshire. It's very close anyway. Whatever it is, Marsh Gibbon. And of course, when you see something like that, you go, "What the hell? Why is it called Marsh Gibbon?" And it is a marsh. That's the point. I think the Gibbon is from a family name. And look it up on Wikipedia. It's kind of a fun one. It's mentioned. It's a very old place. It's mentioned in the Doomsday Book, which means it's at least 1,000 years old. This location, but there's some actually notes played about it in the Doomsday Book, which is unusual. You don't usually get too many notes beyond just it's a taxation book, isn't it? Doomsday Book. Beyond like how many people live in there and how many sheep and pigs and everything else there are. There's some notes, and it's quite kind of funny about whichever family's living there, and maybe aren't entirely happy about being there. There you go. But I thought Marsh Gibbon was just a wonderful name, so I'm definitely going to use that. Right, okay, so what I'm thinking of here, while I'm building this, we've got this platform is going to stay here, yeah, little flags will be there, but it's going to be isolated. No one's going to be able to climb onto it. The only route is going to be onto it like this, yeah, and what I'm thinking of is, excuse me sniffing, sorry, very busy at the weekend and I've kicked all my allergies off. I will try not to sniff. I hear it when I'm editing, and it makes me pretty angry that I'm sniffing, but I'm afraid I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to try to avoid it. So, I'm thinking of an entrance building here, an entrance room here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is probably not quite wide enough. We'll widen it later if we need to. I'm going to do most of it on a single building, I think, if I can. And what we'll do is, I want an entranceway like this, and then we're going to have a double room. I don't know how wide to make it. We'll probably make it a little bit wider in here, maybe. But for now, something like that. I'm going to run out of wood soon, but of course I can now claim from the colony what I need. I'm not going to build it out of wood, by the way. I'm just mapping things out for now, getting the spaces right. So what I'm thinking is a big room over here, full of beds, a big room over here full of beds, and we're going to build upwards as well. And then on this side, what I'm thinking is we're going to have a platform out like this, and so we need to have a route that goes to the area where the fields are going to be, but also we want to give the zombies a long path to get into the property. Yeah, so probably something like, we'll have something where we'll have a long path there to travel up. We'll have some smaller buildings around here, which will be like where the crafts are taking place, like the rope making and everything else. And then to get over here, splish splashing in the swamp, splish splash. There we go. Now the path that leads to the fields, and also this is where the zombies will have to approach in. So while they're coming along this way, they can get pinged by archers and everything else. It would be a longer path for them to travel, and maybe we could just even set it up. We may even make the path a bit more windy. But we can't make it too windy because the guys are going to get out every morning to do the farming. Yeah, so it would be lovely to have like drawbridges and gates that closed at different times. So you could have something where automatically the drawbridge opened in the morning, and the guys can go out, and that means a shortcut into the fields. But it closes up at night time, so the zombies have to take the longer path. That'd be wonderful, but I don't know. We'll have to see if that's something that comes in later. I refuse to look to the tech tree too much to find out what might happen. We've now got the inventory. Let's put this away. Let's have before we do anything else, and I lay this out. What does the field look like? Because I've made some assumptions about hemp. Actually, before we do that, there's the alarm bell, by the way. I don't see the purpose of this. It will ring when a monster walks over it. By the time a monster's walking over it, it's a bit late, I think, but there you go. Maybe it's useful. Special digger, whatever. We didn't like the construction. Well, I didn't like the construction worker. Anyway, we've got ropes, which we need to do. We can complete that. There's the Iron Age. There's paper production, so these things are all going to happen here. Oh, jewellery. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't have enough colony points. That would be nice. A golden shield. Oh, we need rope for it anyway. A jeweler. Okay, we need stuff. It's a jeweler's bench and other things from there, whatever. Right, okay. But what we need to do now is, how do we paint out a hemp farmer? Don't put it in the water. Don't actually put it in the water. No, it's okay. It's good. It's not in the water. How big does it need to be? It's going to be 100, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be like that. Okay. So now we know. I don't know how many... I don't know how many hemp farms we're going to need. But I can imagine a couple would fit over here. We'll just place them down for now. We could do that, couldn't we? Won't do any harm. So we go like this. It should be that it's not too high that the game will get upset about it. There we go, one like that. And we can do... We'll do two, because we've no idea. And what I'm thinking of doing as well is... We'll do two. I want to move the flax industry over here as well. I need to clear everything around the... outside the walls of the main colony. Because I want to... I need to do the defences differently out there. And I can't have things outside. I'll make complicated routes to get into the city, which means it'll be complicated routes to get out, so therefore we can't easily farm outside the city borders like we did before. So let's put at least one flax farmer down here as well. And I'm thinking we can do like this, yeah? And in the middle we can have like that. And we can have the usual collection of, you know, the crates in the middle and the grocery stores in the middle. And I don't think we need a tool shop here, but we'll do it anyway, because why the hell not? Eh? What's your problem, eh? What do you think? That's a bad idea? It's a good idea. It's a great idea. Yeah, no, I don't like that because that's facing around that way. There we go, like that. And then one of those, like that, yeah? Seems good. And we'll probably mark out the edges as well. What else are we going to grow in the swamp? I know I'm sort of distracted from the building here, but what are we going to do in the swamp? Apart from the obvious of what we're planning to do, which is the flax. Wheat, pretty much. This is not a place for wheat. We can do a bit of berries. I don't think there's no harm some berries in the wood, in the thing. Not forest, not barley, not bees, not cabbage. Too wet for cabbage, it will rot. Looks like that's all we're going to put here in terms of farming, and then some industry around it. I don't know how much rope I actually need. We might need quite a lot of it. And the flax, we've not been using too much of the flax recently, but we might need to step that up as well. We've got a lot of unused fields still growing around the city that we haven't done anything with yet. So, let me map this out a bit better, and I'll bring you back when I've got a bit more structure to this. Okay, we've got a lot of the base in place now, and I'm thinking that I would want to use cobble for a lot of this, because in somewhere like a swamp, I mean, it's not the best thing to be building into. You can get wood that is very resistant to rotting, but you know, tell anyone who's got like a houseboat or lives down on the canals or anything like that, it's a constant battle with damp. So what I'm thinking is we've got a cobblestone base here, and we're gonna build all the piles and everything else like these ones here. We're gonna build those also on cobble, and maybe make it a little bit higher so the water's not touching the platform here. Yeah, keep it out of the damp. But we will make some use of wood so it isn't just a big cobble box, because we need to avoid that, of course. So we'll use some wood here as well. And at some point we're going to do something else as well here. I'm not sure what yet. But like anything, I don't want it to be too flat. So we're going to have to do some changes around here for that. I don't mind wood here on internals. I think we'll be happy enough for that. And then I need to think about the roof as well. Well, I've already thought about the roof. What I'd like to do for that, for there as well. How tall do you want it in here? 3 is pretty enough, isn't it? We'll probably stick with like a 3, like that. And we are going to have a sort of an upper floor. We'll come into that in a bit. In fact, I've just built over where I want to put the stairway in. So what I'd like to have is I want to have an upper floor here, and this is where this will be open. It would have no walls around the sides, yeah, and this is where any guards will be standing to look down upon the path, whatever path we build here. What do we make it? How wiggly we make it? They'll look out from the top of this building here, where the beds are, over the path to shoot any zombies approaching it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. And probably in here, if I left enough room, it might clash with the doorways. We'll see. I would like to have stairs leading up, but I might actually have them on the outside instead. So I might have something where I've not decided yet. I'm still in the planning process. You know, we could have something like stairs coming up like this, and they come up to the top, and then a bit higher, and then you can walk up onto here from here, yeah? And I filled this side with beds mostly in for now, but obviously we can do more of that. I'm waiting for these guys to build more beds for me, and we'll fill it in as we go, so it keeps the production run going. And the same thing for the cobble. I do some cobble work, and then I spend some time doing something else, so that there's enough time for the stonemasons to make some more cobble for me. For example, how much have we got right now? I've taken it all out of here. We're back to 61 already. There should be a couple of hundred. So that's how I tend to build these things up. You know, slow progress in different things through here. And this will be 20 beds in here in total. And I think you've seen before. This is not probably quite as big as probably like somewhere between mid-size between how big Roanoke is and how big the big effing tree is in terms of number of population. But we're going to have a few craftsmen here as well as the guards. So I think 20 is reasonable, and we can always build more units out from this as well. Like take out some of these beds and build another unit there maybe, and have a path, like a walkway going across. That's what I'm thinking of. As I say, I haven't thought about yet how I want to stop this being a big flat box yet. We'll have to think about that. Obviously we've done some simple, you know, build out on the colony to do that, but how we do that here, I don't know. But I will come up with something which makes me happy aesthetically, and maybe makes some sort of sense. Well, I know what I might do. Okay, yeah, we'll come back to that. Okay, bring you back in a minute, and you can see what I've done and if you like it or not. The question every time I do something: do I actually like it or not? I don't. I lack ability. I lack aesthetic sense. I lack some of the blocks I want to have to make these more interesting. To have these built out differently to this, like, you know, I try not to refer to Minecraft stuff, but like Minecraft stairs where you can flip them upside down and things like that. Oh, I haven't played Minecraft in a very long time, but you know, things like that where you can do more interesting structural things. I can't do that, so I'm a bit limited on it. I guess I'm okay with this, just to build it out. And I have introduced by accident an accidental efficiency, which is that if we do that over here and we move the beds back, and we do the same thing on this side as well, we can run another line of beds down the middle and put some more beds in, which is quite funny. And actually, it probably doesn't work out too badly. So I'm not sure if I like it or not, but there you go. That's where we're at, I think, at the moment. I don't know. I'll think about what else I can do with this. It'll probably evolve as I go, as I do more things. But it's a start, I think. So I'll finish this off on all the sides and do some sort of modification here, so we can work around this set of steps that are here. And then functionally, a lot of the bits and pieces we need to start doing hemp work in here. I think, I think I probably will build some workshops down here. We need to put the roof on. Build some workshops down here as well, on various parts off to the side. However I'm going to do that. And then we might get it started and see how it goes. Yeah? Yeah, I think so.